Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Find it? All right. Just link up to your Wi-Fi. That's how to do it. Watch your mouth. Am I live? Hello, everybody. Oh, yeah, in here. Then you gotta pair this up. I'll help you do that. Like trying to get yeah. Capital W will work for stuff. Hello, everybody. I'm gonna cut the music. We're gonna go live here. We're getting internet ready like on Wednesday night. There we go. We're back. We're live. Bear what you guys know what it is with the Attitude for Gratitude show. Tim's always up to something trying to figure out stuff. Here we go. So there you go. Use that one and then pair up the speaker and all that. We're trying to make this work for everybody in town. You know what it is. But welcome back, everybody, to the Attitude for Gratitude podcast. 3 years in running now, and it seems like every week I'm apologizing because I just don't get things set up. So also, Dwayne, when you start seeing them, you want to go guide them in here. We've got some guests that are coming in tonight. Dwayne's also in the house. He's going to be doing the TikTok thing. So pretty quick here. You can watch us live on TikTok too. I'm really still new at that. First and foremost, I want to share with you guys about the spring fling tomorrow down at Boom Island. It's going to be a blast. I was in charge of all the donations and the fundraising and all that good stuff, and I succeeded. The community, they answered the call. I've got TVs, multiple TVs. We've got this really nice mountain bike. We've got a really nice watch and a knife. I can't list it all, but we've got gift cards up the wazoo. We've got all these nice Five Below, that company Five Below. They donated like so much for prizes for the kids. And Brad B's going to be there. It's going to start at 9 a.m. with a pancake breakfast. And then at like 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, Jared's going to be grilling some marvelous eats. It's a luau themed event and everyone's welcome. Come on down, Boom Island. And someone asked me about like, they heard there was some stuff that happened down there. What I do know is like, I just saw it on the news too, is they're like having extra enforcement of law down there. So like, if there's any concern of anyone like about safety stuff, like please don't be. There's above and beyond what we've got going on. There's tons of security and tons of law enforcement. It's a safe place to come. We've got bingo. We've got minnow races and tug of war, and it's going to be a blast. I think they're right out here, Dwayne. Yeah, go. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. Grab a seat. Just belly up. Make yourself comfortable. As many people as we can get to fit in here. Cool. Otherwise, they can. I was going to say because. Yep. And then he's going to set up a speaker, and they can watch the TV too. I'm just I'm live right now. So we're all good. You belly up I'll start asking you guys questions shortly. But again, Boom Island tomorrow, 9 a.m. It is our third annual spring fling. It's a luau themed. You show up and Carolyn gives you one of those lays, and it's going to be a blast. Food, fun, and games all day long. So come on down, get involved. If you want to still donate, of course, you can still donate, or you can give to or be part of, whatever the case. Come get involved. It's a blast. We are down here at Will Work for Recovery, 4026 Washington Avenue North. Every day of the week, we've got things going on down here. 6:30 a.m. We have a structured meeting that takes place here at Will Work for Recovery. I believe it's called Solution on 2nd Street. And then every day at 1 p.m., the building's back open with another meeting. And every evening at 7 p.m., we have a meeting going on. Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, they're pretty large. They're a lot larger meetings. Tuesday, we have a Well-Bridey meeting. Our guy right here, Dwayne, he's the one who runs it. Give a big wave. It's a native-based recovery meeting, but it's not geared towards one fellowship or the other. It's just recovery. So come on down, check that out. There's some pretty cool tradition they do. And on Thursday, there's a really nice meeting. Saturdays, they do the walk and talk at 7 o'clock. So they've got a lot of stuff happening. And as always, you're going to hear us share about how we found our recovery, or we're going to share about the paths that people have taken to find where they're at now. We don't gatekeep any of this stuff. You hear me talk about 2218. You hear me talk about New Hope, Alleno, Fridley, Alleno, Blaine, Alleno, Serenity Village, Eagle Brook, all these places that have helped people along the way in their path. We share about that. And I suggest, like, anyone out there, if you got ideas for anything I'm talking about, or experiences or things you want the public to know about, put it in the comment section. We don't keep this to ourselves. I don't get to keep it unless I give it away. You know my thoughts on that. And you guys, like, I'm going to tell you right now, the mic stands, over time, they've gotten cruddy. So just all I ask is, like, try to get as close as you can to them. Usually Dwayne would go over and he'd move that right close to your mouth for you. But yeah, they're really uncomfortable. And I'm always like, get closer to your mic. But we'll work with it. Hey, like me, I'm a recovering addict. And like, if my biggest problem is a bad mic, I'm doing good today. Other than that, if you're struggling tonight, if you're looking for help, if you need help, whatever the case is, like, stay tuned in, reach out. My number is going to be scrolling across the bottom of the screen. And as always, like, reach out. You're worth life. You're worth this thing we talk about. And if like I said, you're on the fence about it, like buckle up and stick around. You're worth it. You are worthy. You're worth this life. Like you're loved. If no one's told you today, I'm going to tell you, I love you. I don't even know who you are. I might know you, but whatever the case is, we're going to get this thing going. Chucky the soap man, the soap of hope. Every week I almost forget about our boy Chucky. We might get interrupted tonight by a guy named Chuck Cohen. He's going to come give you guys a gift. And I'm going to kind of ruin the surprise because I do like to talk about it right away. Is we have a gentleman here who has a soap factory upstairs. It's called the Armor of Yah, the soap of hope. He makes this soap out of the kindness of his heart, and he puts it out for the community. Matter of fact, I think I have a couple of those little up there. That's the soap. It's homemade. It's got all these things. Like I usually will read some of it. The Stone of Hope. Here's the ingredients: coconut oil, distilled water, lye, cinnamon, oatmeal, and love. For best results, use soap dish. Here's your sign from above. You matter, and you are here for a greater purpose beyond this very moment. Then he has some script, just some pretty cool stuff. Chucky, the soap man. Come check it out. Come on down. He might hop on later, maybe not. Otherwise, this is where you guys are done getting to see all this, and we're going to move to our guests. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Welcome to the show. Who are you?
My name is Kong. I'm a substance use.
Welcome, Kong. K-O-N-G? Or
Correct. Yes.
Nice. Kong. All right. What I'm going to do so I'm not so rude is I'm going to write down. I put little pads of paper. These are good waters. I put waters out for you guys. Here's another one for you guys. Water's good if you want something to write with, but I'm trying to be so professional, and I'm not professional. All right, Kong. And then who are you?
I'm Xianna.
Sienna?
And my name is Yang. Whoever just call me Y.
Y? All right, Sienna and Y. Sienna and Y. And who are you, young lady?
I'm Susan.
Susan. All right. I'll say they're written down and I'll still forget. Well, this is cool how this all came about. Jess, a mutual friend, she knows what I do about the podcast. She's really involved with that Tuesday night meeting down here that Dwayne runs. And that's who got this all together. Was Jess reached out and was like, hey, I've got this friend. They're starting some things in recovery. I don't know much. So, and these are my favorite kind of shows. I get to meet you guys right now and hear about what's going on. So introduce yourselves to me. Tell me about your guys' journey, about what you guys are up to. Whatever it is, let's hear about it. Whoever wants to start or whatever.
Yeah, so we're a Gone Recovery. We like you can say Hmong cultural focus, emerging RCOs. Hopefully that will become an RCO by the end of like this year.
Okay.
We're like a team. Well, they call me the ED, but I don't look like an ED. I just look like a street guys. This is my wife Xianna, and this is Kong, and this is Susan. So how Gone Recovery came about is that
No, keep going. I'm just shut this door.
It's how we came about is that like 10 years ago, my wife was she was clean, sober for 10 years. She went back to reuse, and like about 3.5 years ago, when I was still in treatment, I was at Teen Challenge, but I'll come home and visit, and she say, hey, there's something that's missing in our community. Well, we do go to a lot of these other groups and other meetings and stuff like that, but we don't have I don't see like a cultural Hmong Pacific group or recovery hub for just the Hmong people.
Right.
So I say, well, I'm working at Minnesota Recovery Connection. I see their scarf right there.
Yep.
Heck
yeah. You know what it is?
Yeah,
I got that at the walk. I think at the Walk for Recovery. I got that there. But okay, keep going.
You might have seen me there now.
Probably.
Yeah.
And you're Teen Challenge alum? Shout out Teen Challenge. Like I said, we shout about our recovery from the mountaintop and whatever it looks like to get you to where you're at today. Like I share about that. Like it sounds like these are places that help save your life.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So Teen Challenge and then Recovery Connection. Come on, keep recovering.
Yeah. So I was working at Minnesota Recovery Connections, and this is how it all started. Like, they kind of show me like the rope of like, hey, you guys need to do some grassroots stuff. That's sparking us like, hey, we need to do something for our community because our community is suffering too, is struggling too.
Right.
But they don't know how to go find all of these groups. They don't know how to go find all these resources that is out here. So that's how Cone Recovery got established, is to develop a safe space so that the Hmong people in the Asians community can come and have a voice about recovery. And
How do I spell the
KOOM
K-
recovery.
say it one more time?
KOOM recovery.
Okay, I'm gonna put that out there in the comment section. Is there a website yet, or
Yep.
and so is it KOOMrecovery.com or
.org.
oh, perfect.
We're org.
All right, yeah, organization. I learned what that means too. All right, recover. You can tell I'm not too knowledgeable about this either. They told me once, they're like, Tim, you're just a talent. Be the talent. That went to my head, and I didn't learn none of this stuff. But okay, so your goal, first I have a lot of questions already with what you started, and I'm gonna get questions. Are you guys okay answering questions that the community puts up? What was some of the biggest struggles when you were noticing, like, all right, the Hmong community is that what you're saying? The Hmong community, we didn't have resources, or we didn't have something kind of to call our own or for self. Was it a language barrier, or what? Like, is that a big part of it?
No, the biggest part of it was the stigma, shame, and there is language barrier. But it's the stigma is like basically the shame, because we're not supposed to, like for us, it's just that, being, outcast from the family.
It's a shame and guilt from the family.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't have that support when we are in active use. Our family, they just throw us to the side or just act like they don't know us because we're bringing shame to the family. So
is this kind of across the board in the Hmong community? The culture is like, and I'm saying this with all due respect and out of ignorance, because I just don't know.
mhm.
So you guys are shamed out of your family when they find out, okay, like, why is an addict? Like, they just cut you off type of deal, or?
Basically.
Yeah, no, you guys, yeah, you're good. We got some more supporters here that are coming. Sorry about that. I get so distracted with their, so.
Just jump in.
Yeah, no, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Casual. Just jump
Yep.
in.
And that's how we do. It's crosstalk at 8:00. We all just jump in whenever we have something to add. But yeah,
Absolutely.
go ahead, weigh in on that.
So yeah, little bit about me. I'm a Hmong person in recovery. When I first got into recovery, um, one of my biggest struggle was not being able to speak up. Going to treatment and all that. Not being able to speak up because I was ashamed that I might answer something wrong. So through all the ups and downs in treatment and all that, I finally was able to find my strength at the age of 37 and said, I need to know about these 12 steps, and I need to know, about, my past struggle, and I'm not going to be ashamed. And then it's sad because it took me that long to find my voice. And so I started going to AANA.
Yep.
And I did the 12 steps. I got a sponsor and all that. And then I met my fellow brother Yang at Home Recovery in the recovery field. And then he helped me find my voice, and I share my story with him that in the Hmong culture, part of the reason why it took me so long to get sober and to ask questions and all that was because I was just hiding from the shame and guilt from my family because of just disown and all that.
We've already got a few questions that have came in. So on this, and I'm not to derail where we're at. Did you guys start Coon Recovery?
Yes.
That's you guys started this. Okay. So, and I was talking to them too. So you two started that, and through you going to regular meetings, Kona, you going to just regular AANA meetings. How did you end up finding? How were you guys at the same meeting, or let's hear that story? How you guys got really connected?
So yeah, I ended up going to like the Hmong River Center New Year. Yeah. So I went there because I haven't been there in a long time. So I went there to to catch up in the Hmong community culture, and I met Y and Xianna there, passing out a brochure about home recovery, and I met them, and I was like, hey, I can't believe you guys are doing what I wanted to do too. I wanted to come back and find the one that is still struggling like what we was going through.
Right.
So that's when I ran to Yang at the Hmong River Center in St. Paul of last year.
Heck yeah.
And we ever since that we connected, and
So at
we're
this point, you had 5 or 6 years of sobriety.
3 years.
3 years.
2.5
Okay.
during that time, but 3 right now.
So again, I'm slow. When you said 37 years old, I'm like, that's the same time I got clean. And then I just put a age at the same. I'm sorry. Okay, so like 3-4 years ago, you've been clean for how long? No, altogether?
36 months and a half.
We celebrate clean time. We celebrate clean time here. So you linked up with them now at the New Year. It was a Hmong New Year event.
Yes.
Is that was it a sober event or no? People just is use out. See, I'm ignorant to the culture, so just school me on some of this
So
stuff.
the Hmong New Year, it happens every year at the River Center. It's where all the Hmong people come from different states, and they
It's a big event.
it's a big event. They have
Big.
a lot of vendors. They have talent shows. They have the Miss Hmong Minnesota, and so yeah, it's a big event that celebrates Hmong people all over all over.
Okay.
And so I've known Kong on the streets,
Okay.
but we never known each other being sober.
Right.
So when I ran into him at the Hmong New Year, I was like, hey, here's our brochure. We're doing this. And, he got interested. And then he was like, I'm in recovery too. And I was like, well, no wonder why you disappeared.
Right. And that's what we're good at that.
Mhm.
Is when it comes to something like this, and I don't know why I'm so drawn into the family side of things, but
Mhm.
because I think that is more of a cultural thing. What I've had a few, I don't know, I've had some other guests over the last 3 years and they've shared something similar, but and they have Al-Anon for the family members of alcoholics and addicts or what have you. What's it like when it comes to your family and they do find out, okay, they're in recovery? Do they understand the aspect of what recovery even is, or like everyone's nodding their head no? Like, dude, come on.
Well, see, to me, for being a Hmong woman, I growing up, it was always to us for the Hmong community. It's like you can't be bad.
Right.
If you're bad, it's a disgrace. If you do anything bad, if you do, you're smoking, you're not going to school, you got to be perfect.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're not perfect, they're going to disown you.
You're held to some high
Yes.
standards.
Yes. So it's like
Doctors and
you're,
lawyers.
yep. So if you're a drug addict or you're in a gang or you went to prison or anything, you're disowned. You get talked on. So and for me, being a Hmong woman, I would say I was different. I was rebellious.
You
I
owned
was
it.
not. Yeah, I was not the type that got married, because back in the 90s, it's like you got to be married by the time you're 13, 14 years old. You were
Oh,
forced
really?
married. Yes. So to me, I took the other way. I was bad. I was like rebellious. I was always in jail, drank, smoke, sold drugs, whatever. And my first thing was that I was really an alcoholic. I was drinking like 1-2 bottles of, Hennessy since I was 16.
You were getting it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
And I would say I was selling drugs too, because when I was young, I was molested. So I didn't, going to my family didn't help me. It's always don't say anything.
Right.
Oh, you're gonna disgrace the family. You're gonna disgrace us. Don't say nothing. So growing up, I had this protection, like no one's protecting me. So I have to go out on the street. I had to like sell drugs. I had to do what I had to do to make
Take
a
care of
living.
yourself, yeah.
So that, and I ended up in prison. And coming out in 2003, I had no treatment. I didn't go to no treatment, anything. I just pretty much did it on my own because I
Okay.
have nowhere to go. I didn't, then by the time that I was coming out, I wanted to do a nonprofit organization too, but there was nowhere for me to turn to. I didn't have no connection. I didn't know where to go because I didn't have a treatment. I didn't go to treatment. So like years go on by, and I started with like doing nonprofit. I mean, I started volunteering for other profit organizations. And then just one day I saw Xianna and Brother Wise page popped up on Facebook, and I'm like, oh, wow. And not only that, I used to drink with Xianna. We
See how
were
that
like,
works?
yeah. So we were like, we used to drink. We met through mutual friends,
Mhm.
but we didn't hang out constantly or all the
Mhm.
time, but we knew each other. So
Mhm.
I saw her and I was like, wow, this is what I've always wanted to do. Because when I got out of prison, I reached out for other Asian organizations and they turned me down.
Oh,
Because,
really?
yeah, because I was different. I wasn't up there. I wasn't a doctor or a
Right.
business. I was a Hmong woman out of prison that has nothing. So they didn't want to deal with me. And when I found that, I'm like, this is,
Like,
my
welcome
people.
home.
This is my people.
So you guys really
So-
have to deal with this stigma and this guilt and shame. It sounds like it's a real big how you know what as people that have started this, you are a 501(c) nonprofit yet?
Yes.
Are you working on? Okay,
3 states and federal approved.
nice. Congrats on that, because that we know we are too. We are an RCO right now. We're the highest and get it going, because you guys be in competition, but it's never competition when we're helping. We by numbers we're the nation's largest RCO right now, just because of the volume of people coming through the center. But with that, starting that, I guess I've had one of the questions, what's been the biggest benefits for the two of you since starting this?
I maintain my sobriety.
No, that's a mic drop right there. I get it. Go ahead. Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things for us is that, we are providing the space for people or individuals like Cole and Susan's and for others that you see that came on with us. We provide them
a whole room of support.
We provide them that voice, or we empower them, we encourage them. Hey, your story changed life. Share it. If you don't share, our community is gonna die.
Right.
But maybe you can say 1 word, 2 words that might impact the next generations. And that's what we're trying to do, is provide a safe space so they can have a voice to break others free from this disease.
Right.
Because if they don't share it.
Well, and I think, if you've been through the 12 steps or you've been in these rooms of recovery, and I think you guys were in the room and you heard me say it earlier, it's like, and I think this is, I hate saying it's more relevant, but hearing about what you guys deal with the family and not being able to find somewhere to call home when it comes to this life, the importance of telling our stories, the importance of someone sharing and you just touched on it, is you never know what Kona might say could save Susan's life. But to know that you're not alone, this part of sharing and realizing wow, I'm not alone. So with opening up is it a center? Where's it at? Let's first start there. Where do you guys have a center location yet?
No, we're just doing support groups through other organizations that help support us. We are working on hopefully one day to get a center.
Okay.
Yep. And we Talent Master Staffing, they allow us to use their space. We also host a group over at Anything Helps every Wednesday. And Recovery Cafe Frogtown, we do our pho recovery over there every Monday. So we serve like a free pho dinner, and then from 6 to 7 we break into a cultural specific group.
So from 6 to 7, and where's this at in Frogtown?
Recovery Cafe Frogtown. So from 5 to 6, anyone can come and eat a free bowl of pho. And then from 6 to 7, we break into the culturally specific groups.
All right, I'm putting this on here too, but are you what if they want to reach out to you guys directly, the listeners, is it just through that website, or do you want me to put your phone number out there? Or?
Yeah, our phone number, everything is on the website.
Okay, it is. All right.
And our Facebook, they can follow us on Facebook, where we post all our events. It's Golden Recovery.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's how they can find you, right on Facebook.
Yep.
All right.
All the address, all the locations, everything is on there.
I just I try to get as much info on here. If someone pops back on, they can just look in the comments.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's how we do this. We together. So it's Koom Recovery, KOOM recovery.org, or that's how you can find them on Facebook too. So, and I don't even know where to start with a lot of these questions coming in. This part of togetherness and finding a place to call home. I'm not sure who to go to. You guys started in these, and you guys have 6, 7 people out here that came to support you, which is amazing. For you, what was the biggest struggles when you got, or that's not even a good, because it sounds like the struggles were there until you got to the finding Kuna recovery. But And you did share about it. What was the hardest part for you prior to finding them?
The hardest part, I would say that by volunteering in other organizations, it's hard because my culture, as in how I grew up, like my food, some of the I mean, like the way we live, the way we look at perspective of others, it was hard
Okay.
because going to other organizations and, you know, I was like, I'm trying to say, okay, well, we can't do it this way. They go, well, we can do it this way,
Right.
you know, and it's like, it was different for me because I'm like, wait, you know, I never grew up with that.
Right.
So it was hard. And then now that I'm with them, it's like, I feel a little bit lighter now because I can understand them, you know?
And that is, and you touched on too, it about this, like speak up, even if it's 2 words. I feel the importance of someone sharing their stories to make us feel like we're not alone. Yeah, that mic sucks. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
So question for you is, before finding them, did you just think that things weren't going to ever work out, or like what? I'm not asking the right question here. All right, we know that there's this cultural
Mhm.
difference, okay, and we know that it's when you're walking into a room with all a bunch of white faces. Let's just say it's not being. I'm trying to paint this picture. You're brown face. Sorry, stop it. But you know, you don't feel part of. I get it, and I was taught like, hey, we're all addicts. My disease doesn't see no color. There's that, but there's this vibe of not feeling part of. I guess, and you may have shared about it. What was that like once you did find your people? Share that experience.
It was a feeling that I couldn't explain. It was a happy feeling when I found my people, because we, we had the same mission, the same goal, because we was once lost. I converted from shaman to a Christian, so I'm a believer, and I'm a
Yep.
child of God. So when I found Yang, Yang, he actually had the same story just like me. He converted to Christian too, and our mission was to go back to help the lost one, the one who is still struggle. So when when I found Yang, it was to me it was like God brought us here together.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah. I go and say, hell yeah. So this part about, and I'm trying to tiptoe the best way I can without it coming off as like segregation or racist, but we know what we're talking about here. We've got Hmong people that are Hmong in the house that deal with recovery, and basically they weren't finding a place to call home prior to linking up with you guys, by the sounds of this, right? I mean, and once you found them, you felt that extra connection.
Correct. Yes.
All right. What do you say to someone else who was in your shoes before you met them? They're out there, like you said, you guys search for the last one. Someone that might be listening.
That the message for me is that you're not alone. You matter. All of us matter. Um, if you're still, um, I guess for me it's to drop my pride a little. That was definitely the one of my hardest. When I first got into recovery, because I thought that I could do it alone, and I let my pride and ego, have the best of me for about 13 years. Yeah. Home recovery's here. That's why we're here. To share our experience in a story. That you're not alone.
Right. Bondage itself kept me drunk or high for a long time.
So I can say something.
Please.
So for us, it's like the way we grew up is we grew up in a tight-knit Hmong community where everyone looks alike and everyone hangs out, and that's why they have like Hmong cliques. Whenever you guys go to school, see a bunch of Hmong together.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that we are like segregating ourselves or we're not comfortable. You have to also understand back in the Thailand, and when Hmong people are just in refugee camps, that's all they see, and they're used to this community because as I continue my my studies and stuff, and trying to find out, why do we Hmong people don't recognize our emotions? Why can't our parents support us? Why don't our parents, know how to talk to us? And as I was figuring all these things out, I realized our parents don't recognize how to express. How can they tell us something when they don't know?
Right.
So not only breaking the silence and bringing recovery to the Hmong community, we have to go educate the elders, and we got to teach them how to recognize how they like their emotions. We got to start having these Hmong Al-Anon's recovery, so we can teach them how to support their loved ones when they are suffering. And we're not trying to segregate, this organization being only Hmong focused, because substance use affects everyone.
Mhm.
And the only thing is, we've seen it work in other communities.
Yeah.
Why can't we build this in our community? Because as we break the silence of substance use disorder, we also want to break and diversify our community. Me, Yang didn't do we didn't recover staying in the Hmong community. We recovered because we went out. And through my I had 10 years sobrieties, and through that I had to reuse. That's because my community didn't have any recovery community.
Right.
I stopped going to meetings because I was like the only Hmong person there, and I just got comfortable with life, and I kind of forgot where I came from.
Right.
Because we don't have that community where I can go to that have people that look like me, or but I still force myself to go to treatment, to go to recovery meetings. But when I'm there, I don't share, because I just listen to people's story to inspire me to stay sober. I don't share because I felt like, no one will understand my story. I was 16. I got forced married. I skipped school and spent one night out, and I got forced married to this guy I only know for like 7 days. And one thing I notice is that us Hmong people, we don't really look people in the eye when we talk, but that doesn't mean that we don't respect them.
Right.
It's just, we don't do
It's a
that.
cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing. So when someone's speaking to me and they're looking me in the eyes, I shy away and I get really uncomfortable. And then I can't really comprehend anything they're saying, because I'm like, why are they
We're in our
looking at me?
head about it. Yeah.
Right. So coming into this and doing all of this, I started to learn more. It's not just, breaking the silence. There's more. There's education that's needed. There's, being able to bring the ones that don't understand recovery, to bring that education to them. And then it's bringing the ones that are impacted, bring them into recovery. But how can you help the ones that don't recognize that this is an issue? And then how can you go and teach the ones that are so stuck in their mindset, thinking that they know how to, like my parents, they tell me, just don't think about it. You won't need it. And that's not how you help somebody. That's not how you support someone to get into recovery. So one thing now my mom is actually active. She sees what I'm doing, and she's like, I wish I knew how to, talk to you before. I wish I never forced you to get married. I wish I knew how to find support. But they lack the language, they lack the resource. There's no organization that talks about recovery.
Right.
So we lack the resources. She didn't go to treatment when she came out of prison, because she didn't know, like, is there such thing? Does this even work?
See that, and I've had multiple questions come in about this. Is when you brought up about your parents, this has got to be a really major uphill battle for you guys. Like you said, lineages of elders. This was just not even talked about. There's no education for them. And now it sounds like your mom's on board. Like, I guess we could all share on. Want to go around and like, what's it been like for your parents or your loved ones that basically shunned you until, like, have you made any headway, or how's that going with family now?
It's still not there. My parents are still kind of very culture.
Right.
So we're still on that line of not talking, but
How long have you been sober
it's been
for?
okay. I would say 3-4 months.
Hey,
So
hey, we celebrate
I
24
was-
hours, girl.
I was a heavy drinker at 16 and 19. Then after prison, I came out. I became a social drinker. I was clubbing because I didn't have any good environment to go
Right.
to, and I just got stuck to these kind of friends. But I would say about 3 months now.
So 3 months, and like,
ever since I met them.
so like your biggest support right now is coming from the community more so than family and
Yep.
loved ones.
Yep.
And it sounds like with your history, without us going in, you gave us a snippet of your story. Like, you lived some life, it sounds like, and now like parents or loved ones, they just they don't give you the time of day about that, or they still kind of like she says, like, well, you should have just said no in your mind. Go ahead. Or go ahead.
So like in the Hmong culture or the Hmong, like we're not trying to degrade them. We're not trying to challenge the traditions and the culture. We love the tradition. We love the culture. It's just we don't love the things that they have, like the high expectations or the because substance use disorder is a very taboo topics where they don't want to acknowledge it because it makes them feels like it makes like them not like being prideful individuals
Like a weakness or something.
yeah, it's like a weakness to them. Like it's not something, it's a very taboo topics. Nobody want to talk about it because it's all about status. It's all about, oh, my kid is doing so good. My kids, they don't want to acknowledge the one that are doing bad, right? Because they bring shame, guilt to their family because they care more about that family dynamic of status of how high they can be.
The image in the
Yes. So for me, my parents, I wish my parent was still alive and see how well I'm doing now in recovery, right? But unfortunately, they're not. But the one things that I want to say to like the Hmong people or to those that are still suffering is just that, we are here. We are here to break that silence, and we're here to be your families.
Right.
Come and find us because we understand your sorrow. We understand your pain. We understand what you're going through. And we're here for you. And we want to help you to live that they call so-called normal life, but which people in recovery never live a normal life.
No.
But we just want them to know that we're here as your family.
Right. And that stigma, it's like I said, I feel it's such an uphill battle. And so like you said, your parents have passed, so all we get to do now is a living amends, which I didn't know what that meant, but basically what it means is just stay clean. Like we know our loved ones would want us to be at least healthy in that way. For the both of you, are you guys are a couple?
Yeah.
You guys are married or just you guys are together? And did you guys tell the audience their question about your guys' story together? How did this come on? I know that thing just sucks.
Yeah.
Let me try something here. No, and what sucks about it is the noise it makes on the mic here. I got it. All right, there we go. There
Okay.
we go. Yeah. It just sucks. And it slowly
okay.
moves, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I wish I had a camera guy who could fix it.
Well, so I was
You're good. Could you tighten it? I've tightened that so many times. There you go.
okay, got it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was seeking recovery, and I was, after 10 years of sobriety, and then I fell back, and then I was seeking recovery, and I was like, I know the tools, I just can't activate them. I just need to get myself out of that environment, and I just need to find people that are sober.
Are you live on? Or here, I want to just pull this up. What's that? Oh, that whole time it was live when I turned. So that's
It just pauses when you go out.
when I go out and back in.
No,
Oh, I have the camera right on here. Let's see if I do this. This is the same problem they had on Wednesday. So now I'm wondering if it is one of my wires. Damn, you.
Got lucky.
Oh, there we go.
One of your wires.
Yeah, I can hear it again. Hello, everybody. Hello,
Okay,
everybody.
we're back.
We are back, right? You got it on your phone? Yeah, you should. You got your headphone in?
Yeah, no, yep, they are.
Bingo, bango.
Louder now.
Wingo. Hello. Oh shit! No, I think I lied. Oh, it's because I turned it off my head. I'm like, I can't hear. All right, you didn't escape.
Oh Lord.
You don't have to look me in the eyes. I make things. I'm all awkward. Like, look me in the eyes. Man, no, I forgot what you were. All right, you have a title. You have a title. Home recovery.
Yes,
What's that title?
it is a outreach assistant.
Okay.
So,
Don't even look at that. This is you and me here, girl. What does that mean? What do you get to do now? Like,
I go out and I just help them out with giving the words out and
hand flyers or go to
yeah,
other
things
meetings
like
and
that.
talk
Go to
about.
meetings. Yep.
Heck yeah. Have you found that rewarding yet? Like, have you seen how that's helped your recovery? If
Oh,
so,
yes.
like how? What do you mean?
I mean, I feel a lot. I'm happy. I'm proud of
Right.
myself for being out there and helping others, and bringing this to the Asian community and the Hmong community. Because, yeah,
You're doing good. You're looking very nice. I love it. Yeah. What's been the
Learning,
biggest
learning.
struggles this last few months? Like you say, you only got a couple months, so you got out of jail and you just hop right. You want it. You got out of jail and you just what? We're like, all right. I stayed clean in jail. Did you stay clean in jail?
yeah,
Goddamn.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
So you got out of jail and you're like, all right, I want to stay stopped.
Yeah.
Were you like, all right, I can't go hang out with the same people? Like, take me through that? Like your journey of you getting out of prison and then like, how'd you find this life?
Yeah, I mean, when I got out, of course, I got lectured by my parents and my mom. And, go get married. Go get married. That's all.
Oh, that was their go-to? They're like, get back on track.
I did not want to. I didn't. Yeah, that's like, yeah, that was a get back on track.
Like, let's just
Get
start
married.
where.
Get married. Your life will be better. But I still didn't listen to that. So I said no. I just mainly what I did was I just concentrated on doing a lot of volunteer work and going to the gym, doing sobriety stuff. So keeping myself busy, working 2-3 jobs. So
Hey, though, that's what we sometimes
that's
we
what I
gotta
did.
do. Hang on
Yeah.
1 second. Hey, so Chucky, this is Chuck, you guys. He's our soap
Hey,
master.
Hi, Chuck.
You know the guys that just left here?
That's their people.
They all gave me a hug all at the same time.
He's the most. Hey, you guys, he's got the biggest heart you've ever met.
I got goosebumps. Like we all.
I love Chucky.
All of
He's
them
the
at the same
shit.
time came to me and gave me a big hug. And
That's-
I started crying.
That's Coom Recovery, baby.
I love them all.
So Chucky, oh, you got look at this. Look at this. You're good.
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, baby. Okay.
Locally made, handcrafted soap. Donations only. Look at this. Look at this.
You're welcome. I hope you like the message. It has the word of God on it. And paper
Amen.
paper. So when
Armor,
you use it, you're literally spreading the word of God.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, them are bags. They're in bags.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. So Chuck, I have one request from you.
Yes.
We appreciate this. So I gave a big shout out earlier. Do you happen to have the shofar here?
I can go get it.
All right. So yeah, I'm just having her tell a little bit of her story. And then you want to go grab it, come on back. I'm gonna throw this chair in that corner for you.
I gotta tell you, yeah, I love those guys. They made my day.
Yeah. Awesome. So grab the chauffeur, come back, and we'll let you pray us out.
I got goosebumps, man.
So like that's my spiritual advisor. That man right there. He's got a heart, the biggest heart. I met him. I don't know, he came about like a year and a half ago from like he's got a great story, but he's got the biggest heart. He just wants to help. Talk to him. He'll be part of helping you guys out if you want. Like
Okay.
all he does in life is give. He's the nicest man. So like when I heard him the first time come in and talk, like I'm like, this dude's a wacko. I did. I thought it was a like he was on some BS. I just did. I don't know, but it's all real. Like that gave me hope. Okay, so you get out of jail.
Yes, so-
Yeah, we can get out of you. So you
Yeah,
girl,
so-
this is you. So you get out, and parents are just like, hey, back on track. Let's pretend none of that happened.
Yeah.
And just blah blah blah. And you're still like, what'd you do?
I still didn't want to believe them. I still didn't want to get married and stuff, but I did decide to have kids. So that's one thing I saw that has kind of stopped me from going back to what I was doing and stuff.
Okay.
It was my kids, and yeah, just keep myself busy. That's what
Right.
I did.
You work multiple
Or-
jobs. You're saying,
Yeah,
like,
I
and the-
joined gym. I did kickboxing and
Ooh.
all that stuff, and yeah, that was what I did.
therapeutic,
sober.
whatever.
Yeah,
It kept you from picking up or
Yep.
whatever the case is.
Yeah.
So you start recovery, this journey a couple months ago, and I know you said it earlier, but you said you used to drink with her, or whatever. You know her from the past life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How did you reconnect with them again?
I saw her Facebook page or so.
That's what
popped
it
up,
was.
Yeah.
Facebook page.
And so I reached out to her. So
That's the call to God. He'll come in and explain what it is.
Oh,
So if you guys are okay with this, what I'm gonna have him do is gonna come in, he's gonna just say a little prayer, and he's gonna play his horn and say another, or no, he's gonna come in, explain the horn, play it, sing, and then say a prayer, and then we'll get back to some closing stuff, like some adding up of whatever. And oh, good, I can
Adding up.
adding up how much I'm not charging you guys that much for tonight. What are we, 50, 60?
He's charging us sobriety.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, if you stay clean, man, that we're even. Come on in, Chucky. Come on. Oh, towards you?
Yeah.
Oh, you warm? You warm, buddy? The one thing I did do, I put an exhaust fan in here when I built the place, but the one thing I didn't do is put an AC in here. All right, so Chucky,
Yes,
here's what I'd like from you.
yes.
You're gonna come take my seat,
Yes.
and this be the first time we get your real reverb on here. So I already warmed them all up to who you are, and that you are gonna tell the audience, don't move the mic, but sit down and talk about who you are, the soul,
Okay.
and then like normal. Let's
Can I put these on?
get 100%.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot here.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
So
Go ahead.
you guys, there's like so much that I want to say, and I feel like I'm only able to get that much out right now. But
Right.
this, I'll try my best to. Okay.
You're good, buddy.
So this is the horn that the Israelites used to take down the walls of Jericho.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and tonight we're going to use it to take down the walls of Jericho around us.
The same style, not the one.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
ending.
Okay.
And we're going to take down the giants of hopelessness, rage, despair, temptation, addiction. Man, we're going to take down the giants. And I hope that those walls around us fall down just like they did in Jericho.
Yes.
And that I pray that whoever hears the sound of this, that they will receive the blessing that comes with it. And Jesus, at the end of the services, after fellowship, this is the prayer that Jesus said to the disciples after fellowship. And it's written down on the soap. And the soap, when I make the soap, I do this prayer over the soap. So whoever uses the soap, I pray that they will receive the blessing that comes with it. And this is the blessing that Jesus would say at the end of services to the disciples and to the groups of people. And I feel because my last name is Cohen, which means priest in Hebrew, and Jesus, I'm not comparing myself to Jesus. I'm just saying that I believe I was born by name alone, which my last name in Hebrew means priest.
You have a purpose.
And I believe my purpose is to come and blow this horn for you guys tonight to bring healing and peace.
Perfect. Let's do it. Let's do it loud.
we're summoning God right now. That's what we're doing. We're opening up the heavens right now. This is the call to summons God. I'll say the prayer now, like Jesus did in Hebrew, and then we'll do it in English. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmarecha Ya'er Adonai panav alecha v'chunecha Yaseh Adonai panav alecha v'yisem lecha shalom. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he shine his face upon you and be gracious to you. And may he turn his face towards you and give you peace. In Jesus' precious name I pray. Amen.
Smashed it. Look at Chucky doing that thing.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, brother. Give me some sugar. I love you,
I
dude.
love you. I love you.
Mwah.
Love your voice. Yeah.
I know we just met, but I love you guys. I love you guys. I
Chucky's
love
the man. Look at that. Send some spiritual healing our way. I love you, brother.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
I hope I see you guys again. soon.
Yes,
You will.
Remember my name, Xianna. Remember my name is Xianna.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I love your voice. I'm like, whoa, he just took me to heaven.
Oh,
Right? Yeah, your voice is very, yeah.
already, you guys. I love you already. Oh my
Chucky,
God.
there's contact info on that paper, right?
Yeah.
On the prayer paper?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
It's not the latest one that I got.
It's good. You're good. You're good, brother. All right.
Thank you for the soap.
Love you. Shalom.
Thank you. Shalom, Shabbat.
I'll be out here doing.
All right. I'll see you after. Yeah, he's the man. He that vision he has. He's like, if he could do one thing, he just wants to put 8 billion pieces of soap in the hands of the world. That's his goal, just to give everyone a piece of soap. So, all right, back to it. You know what? Like, and I think I asked this, is there anything we want to add about Coom recovery that we didn't touch on? I just really don't want anything to go by that. And you know what? Like, we'll be in contact. We got each other's numbers. Like, if there's things you want me adding or whatever, I can always add to and put more on it. What is your role with Coom recovery?
My role at Coom Recovery, I'm a manager, a facilitator.
Okay.
So I'm in charge of 4 meetings.
Nice.
I run those meetings. I make sure I get there early, set up the meeting, and I'm welcome the newcomer.
Responsibilities.
Responsibility being in service.
Yeah. Hey, service work's what keeps my cup full. So, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of start wrapping some things up here. I got some kind of wrap up questions. Okay, you already shared. What do you say to someone that comes to you? Some girls like, hey, listen, I feel like using. I don't want to use. What do I do?
Oh
What's your
man.
little bit of advice for them?
Well, to my understanding, we're not really. I'm not going to try to force them. I'll just, probably push them. I mean, not force or push them, but just like more give them support group or
Mhm.
give them like support group or tell them about other support resources.
Right.
And what's that word?
Which word?
Resource.
No, not resource.
Anything where they're at?
Huh?
Meet them
Where
where
you
they're
give them safe harm or
Oh,
Harm
harm
reduction.
reduction.
harm reduction.
Harm reduction. Okay.
Sorry,
Yep,
I'm
yep,
still
you're-
new. I'm
Hey,
still new, so yes.
that's how you
Give them the
learn.
harm
You keep your
reduction
Yes.
option.
Yep,
The
yep.
option of harm reduction.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, same question for the two of you. You get a young man come up to you and say, "Hey, man, I don't want to use anymore, but all I keep thinking about is using, man. What do I do?"
So the first things that I'll do is I'll listen, right? I'll listen to his story. I'll see where he struggles at. And my best answer for him is that, I'm here, I'm here until you don't need me no more.
Right.
Well, I'll walk you along with your journey. Wherever you want to go, I'll go there with you until I find that safe space for you.
That's what's up. Yeah. No, that's awesome. Come
Same
on.
here. I will listen to the story and then, capture the essence of, what their struggle is. And am I them motivational interviewing? That's what I'm learning in my class at MCTC.
Nice.
So, yep.
So, you know what? Like, I do want people to take away a few things from what you've heard tonight is like home recovery. They're just on that tip of the diving board and they're just starting to jump off. Like, this thing's going to blow up. I know it is. You guys know it is because of the community. You know that the Hmong community, and this is just based on what I was dealing with 8 years ago when I was out in them streets, is there's a large community, all races and all genders. Everyone deals with addiction. But I know there's in the Hmong community, there are people that with addiction. And until tonight, like, I haven't heard no one share about it like you guys have, is that like there's not a spot for them to go that they can call home. And I'm not saying like, oh, you come here and you're like, oh, I found my white meeting. It's not that. and I know, but I think from what you guys have shared about, it's like someone who's Hmong that's dealing with addiction and they do walk into this room, you're not seeing a lot of familiar faces. Meaning someone that I think like, because a lot of times them barriers are what gets in the way of us even opening up to listen to some recovery talk. So with Coom Recovery, what I'm hearing is like, that's there for them. Like, that's somewhere where they could link up with other people that look like them and at least have them feeling comfortable. And on the other side of it is anyone can show up to Coom Recovery. Black, white, Asian, Mexican, Native. I wasn't gonna leave you out, Dwayne. Everyone's welcome. Like, that's the other side too, is I know a lot of you did ask tonight, like, hey, can I come? I'm not Hmong. Da, da, da. Anyone is welcome. It's open to anyone who's looking for recovery, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, awesome sausage. We're gonna do some things here. Okay, wait. June 15th, We Recovery Family Picnic. Where's this located?
Phelan Lake.
Oh, right in front of my face. You did the whole thing. I thought it was multiple things. From 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., Phelan Lake in St. Paul. The pavilion, the Island Pavilion, June 15th, We Recover Family Barbecue Picnic. You can see that on the Coom Recovery page too.
Yes. Yep.
All right. And I'll try to get some of this stuff in I'm not a person who can, I wish I was. I wish I had someone who could do all that.
Well, we can take your phone number and just send you the text. flyer.
100%. Whose number did I have? Was I texting you?
Yeah,
Or
you're texting me.
Okay, so you got my number.
Yep. I'll
All right,
text you.
send me that stuff for sure. Also, we got some other stuff going on here. We got Healing Out Loud at the
Wilders Foundation.
Okay. And that's in
MOUD, not Herald. It's cultural perspective
I
of MOUD. Sorry for my Monglish writing.
You're fine. At the you know what? Share about this. Here, read it. Go ahead. Come on, share.
Sorry, the bad handwriting.
It's not that.
Education workshop, Healing Out Loud, Culture Perspective on MOUD at Wilders Foundation, June 17, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Culture food, Asian, African soul food, American Food.
The dumb Caucasian boy. Listen, there's 6 organizations. We got Youth Path or Your Path. We got Motivational Counselor, Alliance Wellness Center, Anything Helps, Twin City Recovery Project. And a lot of you guys have heard us share about that stuff. Like I said, we don't gatekeep none of this recovery stuff. And to me, this is a huge part of what Coom Recovery is doing is you guys have incorporated 6 different entities right here because you guys don't have your center yet. And that's going to be your goal, right?
Those are together with us on that day. to
Okay.
the
Oh, so
event.
you're gonna have all of them. All
Yeah,
right.
so they're with us.
Matter of fact, being that I am now the chair of events and coordinating here at Will Work for Recovery, maybe we could join up too.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. Like been tomorrow our big event down at Boom Island, our 3rd annual luau spring fling. Like I got put in charge of this event committee. I'm brand new at this. Like I don't want this position, but I have it and I'm going to take it gracefully. And I'm supposed to get us involved with more events. So with that said, like I definitely would like to coordinate and maybe we could join up with you guys too. We'll Work for Recovery could join you guys if that's an option for you guys. Are you guys heading this off or is this one of their functions and you guys join their function?
We joined Your Path. Your Path is the one that got the MDH grant to contract with 5 of these smaller organizations
Okay.
to bring cultural into it. But anybody's welcome to it. You guys can come on that Tuesday and just sign in that QR code and with the link, sign in, come and eat, connect, fellowship.
Oh yeah.
Just come join us in that. You know, it's free.
Cool.
It's free
We
food.
like that word.
I got the flyers in the car, but
Yeah. I'll walk you guys out at the end and I'll grab a couple of those from you. Cool. Free food. Like I said, I haven't missed a dinner bell in a long time, bro. I'll be there. But serious, like anything that we can do when it comes to recovery, like I said, it can't be isolated. It can't be,
Yeah.
there can't be no borders up. There can't, for me. And now that I'm in this position here with the event coordinating and what have you, like I'm going to get us involved in everything I can. It only helps.
Yeah.
Like the goal for me with this podcast stuff, it's the internet. Like we can reach people from Australia bump on here, like all over the world. And hopefully, man, there's someone in Laos or somewhere, someone comes across this, they get the link, the third party. You know how this stuff works. It's internet. This could come across someone's page and they got family in America, but they're over there dealing with some addiction, but they're like, there's nothing for Hmong over here. Wait a sec, there is. There's Coom Recovery. You know, you never know how this comes to us. God's got weird plans up there, man, but we got to trust in it. So pick a number 1 through 150. Any number 1 through 150.
16.
16.
Oh, Lord, I'm not good with this.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh man.
These aren't
I love
recovery.
eating weird stuff.
These are
I'm
just fun.
Asian.
Watch him say chicken nuggets.
No, no, I like eating like pork brain.
Okay.
Fish eyes.
So no, but to you is that? But no,
It's a norm,
that's
yeah.
why I say like watch him say chicken nuggets. For you, what's the weirdest thing you like to you? You're like, oh wow, that was like they had me eating asparagus. Like to you, what's the weirdest thing? Because if fish brains is normal, that's not a weird
I
deal.
don't know. Burger.
Really? That's what I'm saying. Like
Okay.
that's a real talk. We get that with this cultural thing. All right, okay,
But
you're getting another number,
Okay, oh.
bro. Pick a number 1 through 150.
100.
100. All right. This is the fun part of the show. What's your favorite reality TV show?
Oh, reality TV show.
I
I don't even watch TV no more.
That's the answer. I don't have one. I don't. Mine would be like Attitude for Gratitude podcast. That's just me shamelessly plugging. Pick a 1 through 150. 7. Lucky number 7. What's your favorite thing to do in the winter?
I don't really go outside. Or in the winter, I usually stay inside. But let's just say something that I like to do is I want to go skiing one day.
There you go. Hey, you never been skiing?
I went when I was in elementary school.
Gotta get back.
That's it.
Gotta get back. All right, Kong. 1 through 160.
Let's go 121.
121.
Wow.
I think last. All right, let's see. 121. I lied. 1 through 115. I grabbed the other sheet. Sorry,
Okay,
bro.
150. Let's go on 113.
What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport.
We know.
Well, I was an MVP wrestler when I was in high school.
Really?
Yes.
Go like this one. So you take your headphone off. Let me
Yep.
see. All right, it's not that bad. Not that bad.
Yeah.
You know what I
So,
was looking for?
I love football, but
Yeah.
just being honest, it'll be wrestling.
Wrestling?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
wrestling.
Dwayne, pick a number 1 through 114.
111.
111. What's your favorite restaurant?
Anything? I don't know. Probably Olive Garden.
Olive Garden is Dwayne's favorite restaurant. All right.
What about
you?
Oh shit.
Right.
Ask me to pick a number 1 through.
One through what?
I don't know. What? All right.
1 through 11.
74.
What breed of dog would you be?
Really? That's I never asked that one. What breed of dog would I be?
You look
Bro.
a bully, bro.
Standard poodle, man. What'd you say?
You look like a bully.
A bully. Just like, it'd be a standard poodle, bro. I'm a poodle man. I always thought poodles are the ugliest dogs, and then we ended up getting one. I'll never own nothing but a poodle. The standard poodle, the bigger ones. I don't know. It's just they don't shed. They don't. They get wet and smell better when they dry. Like unlike other dogs. I'm telling you, bro.
Oh my God, are we done?
No. Oh, I still got like these are fun.
Oh
I got
my
one hard hitting
God.
question coming up for you. Pick a number 1 through 110.
One.
1. What is the number 1? If you could have an endless supply of food, wow, you keep getting food questions. If you could have an endless
hungry.
if you could have an endless supply of food, what would it be?
Rice.
White
gotta have
rice,
my rice.
jasmine, white, brown.
Jasmine, sticky rice, man. I gotta have
Sticky
that
rice.
rice.
Ooh.
Yes.
I should ask you guys how to cook, man. I've just bought a 50-pound bag of rice because I don't like minute rice. And like, I got this rice cooker and everyone's like, just use that. I want to know how to, you put your finger in the water, only up to your,
Yeah, right here.
Not your thumb,
See?
your
You
index
guys
finger.
You gotta use your.
That's
all right. So you put the rice in, then you fill the water up until it's just,
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
The first line. Yeah.
what's up, brother? It's one of your people, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, brother. Hey, bro, come in here. Come on.
He doesn't
He doesn't speak
Yeah.
English.
Oh, you guys can interpret, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Or
he's
no?
Karen,
Somewhat,
too.
yeah.
He's
All right.
Karen.
Good enough. All right.
Yeah.
Pick a number 1 through 110.
110.
110. These are all favorites. What's your favorites? 110. What's your favorite food joint?
Favorite food joint.
Is that what you had? All right. No,
Restaurant food joint is more or less like, I'd say probably like more like
a food truck.
I'm like more
Yeah.
hometowny areas.
Oh, like little. All right. What's your favorite
That's what
food
I would
joint?
Favorite food joint.
What's your favorite food restaurant?
I'm not a picky eater. Like I eat varieties.
Mama, you get to cook whatever, and he likes
Okay.
it.
He doesn't like to go out and eat
Hey,
as much.
hey, it's a lot cheaper that way. Pick a number 1 through 100.
One.
1. Who just?
I just used it.
Oh shoot.
If you could have an endless
You could
supply
do
of
it.
food, what would it be?
Okay.
All right. No. All right. Pick a number 2 through 99.
I'll just say 4.
4. When you were little, what was your favorite superhero?
Oh, there's a lot. I have a lot of favorite superhero. Let's just say Powerpuff Girls. They're my superhero.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Kong.
Yeah.
One. Let's say 5 through 95.
Give me a dime. A dime
Oh,
piece.
a dime piece. What's your favorite cartoon character?
All my. It will be Superman.
Superman.
I always wanted to be Superman when I was a kid. Yeah.
All right, one more round, and this is where the host asks the question.
Oh.
What's your most valuable piece of advice that you've ever been given
Oh, I know.
that you can think about top of your head?
Advice?
Yeah. So what's the best thing that you remember someone telling you?
Don't be a follower. Be a
Oh,
leader.
oh,
Mhm.
Stick with me.
oh,
Yes.
brother. What is the last place you went to for the first time? You had this one.
Yeah.
Remember?
The last place that I went the first time.
Yes.
Teen Challenge.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess you're right. If you could meet any historic figure, alive or dead, who would it be?
Oh. I'll just say Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks.
I shout out to her birthday every year, so.
Someone just tried to tell me. No, not forget it. All right, this ain't appropriate for the show. All right.
What?
Someone told me that. I'm for real, and I was like, I started thinking about it. Like 10 minutes later, like, what'd you just say to me? And they told me, I'm like, no, there was even cars. I'm like, well, there was a bus. I'm like, that's messed up. All right, I think they're trying to be funny. All right, here you go. But this isn't the same kind. If you were a wrestler, what would your entrance theme song be?
What am I? Good. I never thought of one. I guess I was a big fan of Bret the Hitman Hart. Or have to be something like that.
Okay.
How about
Yeah.
Waymaker?
Chain breaker. All right. This is for everyone. The zombie apocalypse is coming. Who do you want with you?
If the zombie apocalypse
Yep.
Uh,
The apocalypse.
are coming after me, who do I want with
Yep.
me? Oh,
Alive or dead. Doesn't matter. Anyone.
I take Rick from The Walking Dead. Then
There you go. Smart. Zombie apocalypse. Who do you want with you?
God.
Ooh, tough. Oh, zombie apocalypse. Who are you taking with you?
Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, Paul.
I mean, at least I know he can like kill animals, and I can survive.
She hit it. She hit it.
I know I'm living.
Dwayne, apocalypse is coming. Who do you want with you? Rambo. First blood. Woo! All right. So
Yeah.
me, who would want me with him? I know what you're asking. I would have to go with God. Like, hey, give me. He'd just be like this. Done.
Yeah.
Oh, knowing him, he'd be like, "Go ahead, Tim, give it a shot. Try. See what you're made of." Yeah. And me over there laughing like, "Ah, you got bit, sucker." All right. The name. No, one last one. I almost forgot. If you could have any superpower, Kong, what would it be?
It'll be God's power.
That's it. I can't even ask anymore. No one's used that one. Any superpower, what would it be?
I don't know.
Mine is
Come on,
flying.
God.
I always say flying, like that if I can fly.
I
But
don't know. I really don't.
any superpower, it's fiction. It is not. Yeah. Anything.
See in the future there.
Okay.
All right. But all right, here, follow up to that. By request or just random all of a sudden?
Random.
Right?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Hmm.
I guess. Any superpower, what would it be?
For me, I say healing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good one.
So whenever
Good
we
one.
have two people like that again, I should have gave you a chair with wheels. Then you could have just rolled over to it. I'm sorry about that. I didn't think ahead. Any superpower, what would it be?
The magic touch. Anybody who needs healing, all I gotta do is touch them.
We've had healers before, but yeah, the other one always someone would be like mind reading. I'm like, yeah, but by choice or like you walk in the room, all of a sudden you hear 7 people's
Oh.
You got to follow it up. Like it's gonna never really be an option. All right, Kong. The name of this show is Attitude for Gratitude. This is the part where I ask you like, what's your gratitude look like today?
My gratitude looks great. It's
Like, what are the things you're grateful for?
I'm grateful for my son. I'm grateful for going recovery, working in recovery field. And mainly I'm grateful for God. I won't be here if it wasn't for God.
Right on. Hell, heck yeah.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah.
Attitude for gratitude. What's your gratitude look like?
Man, yeah. First thing is always God, man. And my kids, and finally selling my house. I'm grateful. I'm done with
Hey,
that.
we get to be grateful
It
we have a
was a
house to
stress.
sell, right?
It was a stress, but yes, I'm grateful for that.
Awesome. All right, whichever one of you, the name of the show, Attitude for Gratitude. Tell me about you guys. Might as well. Yep, you then you.
Yeah, I'm grateful that, like, I'm super grateful for. They all say God, but God is always my priority. But thanks to recovery that, I'm able to, you know, walk walk with God and walk in the recovery and
Right.
be able to serve those that still struggle.
Oh,
I'm gratitude for that.
same.
That and
You better be having gratitude for me.
He takes you along with the zombie apocalypse. Come on.
well, if I take God, he'll be coming with me too. So
Oh, she's calling you her God.
no, if I have God, I'll take him with me. So I'm actually grateful for, I don't have any regrets. I'm grateful for my past mistake, and because of that, I am who I am today. If I never went through what I went through, I don't think I would even understand recovery.
Right.
So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for my husband putting up with me. I can share this. I'm bipolar, and my husband deal with a new female almost every other week.
That's
So,
interesting, though, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm grateful that he has the patience and he was willing to, just love all who I am.
thank you for
So,
sharing that. And it didn't come
Mhm.
up tonight, but anytime it does, I will share about this. Is mental health is a real thing, and please don't shy away from it. Don't think you're alone. You don't have to be alone. Depression, psychosis, like
Mhm.
we deal with this, and there's a lot of repercussions of our youth sets out there that we walk into these rooms. Like, get professional help if it's needed. I know we've had people on the show that say all you need to do is the 12 steps and that'll go away. Bullshit.
No.
Listen to doctors, like
Mhm.
listen to your body, and like don't be ashamed of mental health. It is a real thing. Like, please seek help if you need help. Thank you for sharing that and getting vulnerable
Mhm.
about sharing that. Like, that's
Yeah.
very important to let other people know they can share about it.
Mhm.
I think that's the start of a lot of it, is sharing.
If your medicine, like your medication works, continue to take it.
Yeah.
Even if you're, stable, continue to take it.
Mhm.
Co-occurring disorder is huge in my life. And I just want people to know, like, it works for me. So
Right.
it doesn't mean that you're any different just because you have a
No.
mental illness,
Thank you. No, that's
Mhm.
it's super important, because I've seen people relapse and go back out and not come in, and because of the shame and guilt, just like the deal with the family, like the shame and guilt, like that drives us to do a lot of things that we normally wouldn't, just because of the stigma or the shame and guilt, whatever the case is. So before we go, anything you want to add? Kong?
I'm grateful for this time. Thank you for everyone that's listening. Please come join us at Gone Recovery, all of our meetings. Follow us on our website at gonerecovery.org. And we're looking to meet new people, no matter who you are. Please come join us. You're not alone.
Oh, yeah, look at that company, man.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to add before we go?
Yeah, I wanted to say that to all the Asian women out there, or the Hmong women out there that are struggling, don't be shy, don't be scared, reach out to us, because that's one of the problems that we have right now, is that a lot of Hmong girls are still kind of embarrassed.
Mhm.
So yeah, reach out. We're here.
And you're speaking from, you guys, that's the
Yes.
best. We speak from experience. Like, that
Yep.
feeling. And like you're telling them, like, you don't have to be feeling that way no more. Anything you guys like to add before we bounce?
Well, come and join us. And it doesn't matter if you're not Hmong or Asian. We are here to foster a community, of understanding. And, we want everyone to be culturally, sensitive and understanding
Right.
of one another. If you all don't know Hmong, it's okay. We might not even know, your culture, and we would love to learn. And this is how we all grow,
You come learn some Hmong too.
Yeah.
I'd love to. I just learned that Kun means join.
There you go.
Is that, what is that Hmong? That,
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's Hmong.
like, so, God, I'm gonna sound so stupid right now. So like, all right, there's Laotian, and is Hmong a,
Yep, it's different.
all right, and then there's like so Asian.
Yeah.
Asian's different than Hmong, then that's different than
No,
No,
Asian is just
Asians.
the stuff I should have learned this in like school, right?
Right.
It's like saying
Oh.
Native American, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then there's, all right, so but then there's Ojibwe, and then there's, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Asian. All right, so you guys are the Asiatic people, and then under that, I said learn Monglish or Mungish. What'd you call it?
We're Hmong.
Yeah,
then-
but no, the
I-
English Mungish.
Monglish.
Monglish.
Yeah.
All right, so then I mean, there's in the Chinese and there's Japanese, but that's all under the Asian umbrella, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, you learn. Also, you learn on the attitude of gratitude about stuff.
Well, there's
It's really
Hmong,
me. I'm dumb.
There's Hmong white and Hmong green.
There's Hmong white and Hmong green.
Yep.
What's
That's just like Midwest talk and down south slang. He's talk.
Well, it's like
you know?
yeah, yeah.
That's kind of like that. That's
American English and British
Yeah.
English.
like
Something- yeah.
It's like our Ojibwe here and their Ojibwe in Canada.
Oh, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Oh,
The
huh,
dialects.
And
of
then
the
even
The
language.
dialect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different from
Yeah.
bro. Like I didn't see. I don't think any of you guys have like some accent. Like I wouldn't be able to tell. Whatever. It doesn't matter. All right. So,
All right.
oh, that's Paul. He knows I'm in the middle of a show. You can answer if you want. Nah, yeah, we'll be done. Paul, I'll call you back in 2 seconds. All right, wrapping up. Thank you to Coom Recovery, and coomrecovery.org is how you can find them. You heard a lot. Like this is the part where I'm going to recap all the places we talked about. Dwayne put a picture up of it, and I'm going to post some things on there, and you can find it on the We'll Work for Recovery website as well. We're going to get all that incorporated. We're going to start networking with them a little bit more. Maybe you see, maybe they start a meeting down here one of these days. Who knows? Like there is a need for it. I do believe there is a need. Anything we can do to like further this cause of recovery, to let people know they're welcome. You guys know what it is down here at We'll Work for Recovery. We have every different fellowship type meeting that goes on here, recovery based, period. So you heard a lot of things being shared tonight, and thank you for everyone who did tune in and everyone who's posted questions and whatnot. And you guys have a lot of support. Like there's been a lot of people that checked in supporting Coom Recovery, and they had like 10, 12 people out there, and you got their support system had Chucky the Soap Man crying with multiple hugs. Like his heart's this big. And thank you, Chucky, for coming in and giving out some soap. And anyone that's interested in the Soap of Hope, you can come on down here, check out the Soap Factory. Tomorrow's a big day. We've got our third spring fling down at Boom Island. Come on down, check us out. We kick off at 9 a.m. with pancake breakfast. 1 p.m. Around noonish, 11 o'clock, we'll be barbecuing the burgers and brats and whatever. Miss Gracie and Shy are cooking up the good food. So you guys know what that is. So come on in and check it out. Again, if you're out there struggling, please reach out. You're worth this life you're hearing us talk about. You got 6 people in this room that shared about, how we're staying clean today. You can have that. Like, come on down and get part of this. If no one's told you today, you are worth it. You are worth it. You're worth this life. So come get you some. Come get you some. Love you. We'll talk to you next week, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Adios.
Adios. Shinjiro.
Shinji.